Hello team. Today we are on an expedition to the freezing Arctic. This is the home of a true giant, a powerful predator. I'm talking about the incredible polar bear. These amazing animals live in the icy lands around the North Pole. You can find them in places like Canada, Russia, Greenland, Norway and the United States, specifically in Alaska. They spend most of their lives on the sea ice, a huge frozen platform floating on the ocean. This icy world is their kingdom, their hunting ground and their home. It is a harsh and unforgiving place, but polar bears are perfectly suited to live here. When you see a polar bear, the first thing you notice is its size. They are absolutely massive. Male polar bears, called boars, can weigh as much as 10 men. They are the largest land carnivores on the entire planet. Their thick white coat is their most famous feature. It helps them blend in with the snow and ice, making them almost invisible. This camouflage is super important when they are hunting, but here's a secret. Their fur isn't actually white. Each hair is a clear, hollow tube that scatters the light, which makes the fur look white to our eyes. It's a brilliant trick of nature. Underneath all that impressive fur, a polar bear's skin is black. This black skin is fantastic at soaking up the sun's rays, helping the bear to stay warm in the chilly Arctic air. They also have a thick layer of fat called blubber right under their skin. This blubber acts like a cozy wetsuit, keeping their body heat locked in, especially when they are swimming in the freezing cold water. So you have black skin to absorb heat, a layer of fat for insulation, and a thick coat for camouflage and warmth. What an incredible design for survival in one of the toughest places on Earth. Their appearance is all about power and survival. They have huge paws, which can be as wide as a dinner plate. These giant paws act like snowshoes, spreading their weight so they don't sink into the deep snow. The bottoms of their paws have rough pads and non-retractable claws, which give them an amazing grip on slippery ice. This means they can run across the ice without falling over. They also have a fantastic sense of smell. It is one of the best in the animal kingdom. They can smell a seal, their favorite food, from almost 20 miles away. Surviving in the Arctic is a massive challenge. The temperatures can drop to unbelievably cold levels, far colder than your freezer at home. But polar bears are masters of staying warm. Their bodies are built for this extreme environment. As we talked about, their thick fur coat is a key part of their survival kit. It has two layers. The outer layer has long guard hairs that protect them from wind and water. The inner layer is a dense, fluffy undercoat that traps a layer of air close to their body, keeping them warm and toasty. This system is so effective that polar bears can sometimes overheat, especially when they run. Another amazing adaptation is their body shape. Polar bears have a more streamlined body compared to other bears. They have a long neck and a smaller head, which is perfect for searching for seals in breathing holes in the ice. Their ears are small and their tails are short and stubby. This is very clever because it reduces the amount of body surface area that is exposed to the cold. Less exposed skin means less heat can escape from their bodies. Every single part of the polar bear is designed to save energy and keep warm in a place where warmth is very hard to find. What about when they go for a swim? The Arctic Ocean is freezing cold, but polar bears are excellent swimmers. They can swim for long distances, sometimes for days at a time. Their large front paws are slightly webbed, and they use them to paddle through the water with great power. They use their back legs like a rudder to steer. That thick layer of blubber we mentioned is vital here. It keeps them insulated from the icy water, preventing them from losing precious body heat while they swim from one ice floe to another in search of their next meal. Even their breathing is adapted for the cold. When polar bears breathe in, special structures inside their nose warm up the frigid air before it reaches their lungs. This prevents their lungs from being damaged by the extreme cold. It's like having a built-in heater inside their own body. From their fur and skin to their shape and size, every feature of the polar bear is a testament to evolution. They are a perfect example of an animal that has become a true specialist, perfectly adapted to thrive in one of the most extreme habitats our planet has to offer. Being a top predator in the Arctic means you have to be a brilliant hunter. And the polar bear is exactly that. Their main food source is seals, particularly ringed seals and bearded seals. These seals are very high in fat, and that fat provides the polar bears with the huge amount of energy they need to survive the cold. A single seal can provide a polar bear with enough energy to last for many days. Hunting these seals requires a lot of patience, skill and strength. The polar bear is a master of all three, making it the undisputed king of the Arctic. One of their main hunting techniques is called still hunting. The polar bear uses its incredible sense of smell to find a seal's breathing hole in the ice. Seals need to come up for air, so they create these small holes in the sea ice. The polar bear will find one of these holes and wait. It can wait for hours, completely still and silent, like a white statue. When a seal finally pops its head up for a breath of air, the polar bear strikes with lightning speed, using its immense strength and sharp claws to pull the seal out of the water and onto the ice. Another clever hunting strategy involves stalking. If a polar bear spots a seal resting on the ice, it will use the snow and ridges of ice as cover to sneak up on it. It moves slowly and quietly, keeping its body low to the ground. When it gets close enough, it will suddenly charge, using a surprising burst of speed to catch the seal before it can escape into the water. They're also known to smash through the roof of a seal's den, which is hidden under the snow, to catch the young seal pups inside. It's a tough world out here, and the polar bear is a formidable hunter. Polar bears don't just hunt on the ice. They are also powerful enough to hunt in the water. Although it's less common, they can catch seals while swimming. They might swim underneath the ice to surprise a seal resting near the edge. While seals are their favorite meal, polar bears are opportunistic. If they are very hungry, they will eat other things too. This can include whale carcasses, off the shore, bird eggs, or even small land animals. They need to make the most of any food they can find in this sparse and challenging environment. Let's dive into some more amazing facts about these Arctic giants. Did you know that polar bears are considered marine mammals? That's right. Even though they live on land, they spend so much of their life on the sea ice and in the ocean that scientists classify them with animals like seals and whales. Another cool fact is about their dens. Pregnant female polar bears will dig a den in the snow to give birth to their cubs. They usually have 1 to 3 tiny cubs, which are born blind and weigh only about as much as a bag of sugar. They stay in the den for months, with the mother protecting them and feeding them her rich milk. Here's something that might surprise you. Polar bears are incredibly clean animals. After they have a meal, they will often spend a lot of time washing themselves. They might use snow or water to clean their fur. Keeping their fur clean is very important. Dirty or matted fur doesn't insulate as well, so staying clean helps them stay warm. And despite their huge size, they can be quite playful. Young polar bears, in particular, love to wrestle with their siblings and slide down snowy slopes, which helps them practice the skills they will need as adult hunters. Now for the serious part of our mission. The polar bear's world is in danger. Their home, the sea ice, is melting. This is happening because our planet is getting warmer, a process called climate change. The sea ice is shrinking and breaking up earlier each year. For polar bears, less ice means less space to hunt, breed and raise their cubs. They have to swim longer distances to find food, which uses up a lot of their precious energy. This makes it very hard for them to survive, and their numbers are going down. They are now considered a vulnerable species. This is where we all have a part to play. Protecting polar bears means protecting their icy home. We can help by doing small things that make a big difference. Using less energy at home, walking or cycling instead of using a car, and recycling can all help to slow down climate change. By protecting our planet, we are protecting the Arctic. And by protecting the Arctic, we can make sure that these magnificent white giants continue to roam the ice for many, many years to come. The future of the polar bear is in our hands. Let's not let them down.